our lease out on the main road unexpectedly came to an end, so that pushed us into the situation of what to do. Do we continue with the cafe in another location, or do we close up? So I then started looking around for another venue because I really wanted to keep the Sugarplum going as a cafe, because it had a good name in the area, and the staff were amazing. We get on well as a team, and quite a family situation really. And so I started a search, and and here we are today. After quite a process of looking for buildings in the Rangatiki area, Bulls, Sanson, but I focused on Martin, and initially looked at the old church on Wellington Road, and that was just going to be too big a project, money-wise, consent-wise. And we were fortunate enough to find this building, and it wasn't for sale at the time, but Rob, the owner, we came to an arrangement and ended up buying this building. Threw us into a major upheaval for 6 months or more, but it's been a good transition really, and we're still settling in, but we're enjoying living in Martin. Friendly community, welcoming.
So from the day you found out about your lease to opening the doors here, what sort of time frame?
I think it was November that we got handed the notice, and we were open in April. So fairly short time frame to find a building, purchase it and do it up, under a lot of pressure, and shifting house at the same time. So it was a full-on experience, and that was a busy time of year for the cafe out on the main road, so the staff really had to dig deep as well, because I wasn't able to work there, I was working here, but it all worked really well. The main reasons for deciding on Martin were that we could bring the Sugarplum name with us, and the goodwill with us, and also the staff who are really loyal, and we get on really well as a team. I didn't want to lose them, and I'm sure they didn't want to lose their jobs. So the council were really helpful though in other ways, and the mayor was really helpful, Andy, and we also were given a 6-month holiday on rates as a new business coming into town, which was great as well.
So how's business been since you've been here?
Yeah, we're since day one we're just really blown away with the response. Been really flat stick, particularly the first month or so as people sort of flocked here to see what we're all about. But it still remained very steady, and probably up 40 to 50% on what we were taking on the main road. So it's a really steady track in the long term.
So Storm, over to you. What's the vibe like in Martin as opposed to where you were on the highway?
A lot more tight knit. Like everyone knows it. Like people come in, everyone knows everyone. I'll have someone order a coffee, and then like 3 more random people will come in there and end up talking because they know each other and stuff. Whereas opposed to on the main road was a lot of tourists, so it was a lot less. I mean, it was still nice, but it's a lot more friendly here, a lot more community driven, as opposed to out there just being mostly we were tourist driven for the most part, with a few loyal customers from Martin. That's been the biggest difference I noticed.
So how do we rate as a cafe compared to Palmerston, which has a lot of cafes?
How good is this cafe?
How do we rate? Yeah.
It's a different vibe. Like I think Palmerston North is probably a lot more focused on speed. For the most part, you've got so many people coming in, you're kind of if you're in Central Palmer, you're pretty much guaranteed business. So it's whether you can keep up with the demand. Whereas out here, I think it's more about probably friendliness is more important. Like people, there's not a whole lot of choice, but they'll pick somewhere else based on if you're nice or not, and and if you're friendly and good vibes and stuff, as opposed to like, did I get my coffee in a minute as opposed to 3 minutes, is the biggest thing I think.